Welcome back to collecting Elvis on vinyl. This is part 20. Today I thought we'd look at a few compilation albums. This one was a very nice set. Legendary Performer. There was 4 volumes of this. 2 issued during Elvis's lifetime and 2 issued after. First one, volume 1, came out in 1974. Volume 2 came out in 1976. Volume 3 came out in 1979. And Volume 4 came out in 1983. And these were very good releases when they were issued because they featured unreleased material, and you also got a nice booklet with them as well. So let's take a closer look at these. Volume 1 had 2 different sleeves. You had this sleeve, a normal sleeve, and you also had a die cut sleeve as well. So this release featured 5 unreleased tracks, so good for collectors. This is the Canadian copy, Dynaflex. Came with a nice inner sleeve. And also a booklet. Looks like that. I'll have a quick flick through it. Lots of information in these booklets. And this is the English copy. This is the one to look out for actually. As you can see on the right hand side there, the Victor's actually in black, where it's normally in white. So that's a nice variant to look out for. So that was volume 1. Volume 2. Looks like that. Again, came with a inner sleeve. And a booklet. Quick flick through. Again, lots of information. Very nicely done. Nice pictures. This was on the orange. As you can see, there's the die cut, and there's a track listing. So you got 6 on this one, 6 unreleased tracks. It was also issued later. That's a 1980 copy on the black RCA label. Volume 3 now, issued in 1979. This was on the blue Elvis label. Again, came with a nice inner sleeve and a booklet. A quick flick through. nicely done. This is a USA copy, different label, black label. As you can see from the inner sleeves here, this one seems to be in better quality, the USA one. Seems to be laminated, where this one, the English copy, is more of a matte inner sleeve. And this did feature 8 unreleased tracks. And it's probably my favourite out of the 4. You get Danny, unreleased song at the time, a great unreleased version of Fame and Fortune, a very fast version of Frankfurt Special, Bridges We Can Skip. Guadalajara sounds exactly the same to me. It Hurts Me and Let Yourself Go were 2 68 versions from the TV special. Excellent version of It Hurts Me on there, and a good version of Let It Be Me. So this one and the next one are probably my favourites. This was also issued, as you probably know, as a picture disc. There's a black version, black rim version, which is this one, and there's a blue outer rim version, which we've discussed, I believe, on a previous video. So there's the blue rim version and the black rim version there. Volume 4 now, came out in 1983. Again, it came with a nice inner sleeve, die cut. And this one featured 11 unreleased tracks. Basically, apart from the interview and the, again, overused laughing version of Are You Lonesome Tonight, all of these tracks were unreleased. So, very good for collectors, this one. So again, at the time, none of this was at Plantation Rock, etc. So it's the first time we had these. It was very good. It was on the new black German label. And again, came with a booklet. Okay, so that's the 1 to 4 Legendary Performer series. In 1978 and 1979, these 2 albums appeared. The 56 Sessions, Volume 1 and Volume 2. This is Volume 1. And this is Volume 2. Quite eye-catching sleeves, I thought. Back side looks like that. Volume 1 and Volume 2. Back side looks like that. These originally came on the blue Elvis label, although they were issued later on the black label, the new black RCA label. Now, for these releases, there were actually a single issued from each, which we'll have a look at now. Singles were from Volume 1, Don't Be Cruel and Hound Dog, and from Volume 2, Old Chap and Paralysed. And these weren't the most inspiring singles to issue. This one had obviously been issued before, Hound Dog and Don't Be Cruel. The reverse side of this is just plain back cover. It's got to number 24 in the UK charts, a single. The album got to number 47. Not very high chart placings, however the next two releases, the album and the single, didn't chart at all in the UK, which is, considering the material that's on these albums, is a disappointment. Although the single Old Shep, it's not exactly the best track to pick from the 56 Sessions Volume 2. In the back, cover's pretty plain, and this was on the blue Elvis label. Don't Be Cruel was on the orange. 1979, these albums came out. Our Memories of Elvis and Our Memories of Elvis Volume 2. These featured undubbed tracks, which we'd already had before, and one unreleased performance of Are You Sincere, which sounds very similar to the release version. These were both on the blue Elvis label. That's Volume 1. These weren't very popular when they came out. Nowadays people have changed their minds, maybe due to the Jungle Room sessions and the Stax box set. At the time, I remember these were quite heavily criticised. This album only got to number 72, I believe, in the chart in England, and this one didn't chart at all, Volume 2, which I thought was the better of the volumes. Again on the blue Elvis. Track listing. And you got, at the time, the complete studio jam session of Don't Think Twice. We now know it's actually a bit longer than that. In the Netherlands, this was issued as a double album on its Elvis Time Records with a nice gatefold sleeve. Showing the back cover of both the volumes. And the back cover, the same as Volume 2. And the label looks like that. Now there were two singles lifted from these albums. The first one being Are You Sincere and Solitaire. This is the Canadian pressing on the beige vinyl. Picture cover, same both sides. And this is the USA copy of I've Got a Feeling and Honky Tonk Angel. This did actually come in a picture sleeve which looked very similar to this, but unfortunately that's disintegrated on me, so I really need to update this one. Okay, I think we'll wrap this video up for now. Just remember, while there's music, life's no waste. See you shortly on the next video.